What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tuned in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for your support. I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And I just want to talk about outthinking your opponent. And what I mean by that is avoiding a situation that can get you caught up, even though it might seem like you're bowing down. It's not really a bow down, it's outthinking your opponent. Perfect example is A$AP Rocky. Out there in Sweden, probably touring for his concert, and trying to enjoy himself before he has to go and perform. And you got some people who know that he's a popular rap artist and that they could, get some clout chasing the man around town, harassing them, saying things that can, be annoying. And him being A$AP, got fed up with it, man, and him and his boys, they took off and created a big melee out there. And you're in Sweden, a lot of these countries, they don't put up with the fighting and the violence. They don't go for that, like how over here you get a slap on the hand and get world starred, and you could talk about it. Over there, they're all about the action. They're gonna lock your butt up, and they're gonna make an example out of you. You're in a foreign country, you're a hip-hop artist, you got a lot of money, and you think, that you're outside the perimeters. And they think probably that you think you're above the law because of just who you are. So they have their own perception. But, man, he put hands on them dudes, and now he's sitting up in there in the Swedish jail being treated real bad, and faces up to 6 years. 6 years for a fight. Something over here where, it probably just would have went away after a day or two. It might have got sued, but it wouldn't have been as serious as it is in Sweden. But like I said, you're in a foreign country, foreign laws. The game is different over there. And people look for that, man. If they know that you're a public figure, people look to antagonize, create confrontation, talk smack, and you gotta outsmart your opponent, man. You gotta outthink them. I recently did a meet and greet at Venice Beach, and you get people who say different things, and oh man, blah 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 blah. So you always stay on point in situations like that where you're out in public, but you got to be conscious that anything could happen, and you got people who are trying to make a name for themselves doing something stupid. Oh man, I think I can take this guy. Oh man, this guy ain't that big, or blah 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 blah. Really childish stuff, but nonetheless, it can put you in a situation, and you have a lot more to lose in a situation like that than most likely the next person, because if they had anything to lose, they wouldn't be doing that. They wouldn't be trying to antagonize you or provoke you or what have you. So you always got to be thinking, man. It doesn't matter if you're playing pickup ball at the basketball court, if you're in the gym working out, if you're at a car show, you're at an event. Somebody who recognizes you will at some point think that, hey, this person is reachable, and I can reach out and create a situation. So always be conscious of your surroundings. The people you have around you, have the proper eyes and ears so they can see things before they jump off. Be wise in your ways, and just don't feed into the drama, man. Don't feed into the hype. People are talking, just keep pushing, man. But, stay on the defensive, but don't be on the aggressive. And that way you can avoid something that can be a lot more detrimental to you. I'd never met A$AP Rocky, but shouts out to him. I think he makes some great music, but whoever is his mentor or advisor or manager or people around him, they gotta keep the brother better protected, man. A person like that shouldn't be as accessible as he is. Knowing what just happened to Nipsey, you don't put yourself in a situation like that, even in a foreign country. Have your people around you and making sure things are situated so that you don't have to even deal with that. It's not something, especially you go places where you think people don't know you. They've already been trolling you for months. They're the ones in the comments leaving all the negative stuff. They have no lives. Their whole life is based on trolling other individuals, trying to make themselves seem like they're important. Because if somebody's out here and they're doing something positive, if they're trying to create a legitimate revenue stream for themselves, why would you hate on that person? Why would you go up to a person who has no idea who you are and try to start something with them? The mentality it takes to do that is pretty sick, man. I mean, I've never had the desire just to walk up to somebody and start some mess with them for nothing. I've never had a desire to get on somebody's comments and say something derogatory. It's not in my nature. I'm a positive person. I see that if somebody's doing well for themselves, I compliment them. I don't tell a person how they should run their channel, how they should run their podcast, what they should do with their lives. Hey, man, each his own, but I'm not going to, create a situation off of it. So people who talk about other people really have very little self-confidence, self-esteem, self-respect, because to talk about another person who's never said nothing about you shows a certain type of character. It doesn't show anybody who's upstanding or becoming, because if you were upstanding or somebody of forthright, you would not comment on another individual who's done nothing to you. It's a waste of energy. And when you know how energy works, why would you feed into that? And I don't know, man. I just don't get it, and I don't like to pass judgment on people. I've been around a lot of negative people in my life, people who are so dark, who are practically walking demons, and I navigated and maneuvered and stayed out the way, and when necessary, defended myself, and I'm here today to talk about it. But for you guys out there who are dealing with situations or individuals who are dark spirits, people who are negative, if you're out there in entertainment and you're, maneuvering through the life of just social media, it's it could be a lot of trickery going on. And I know somebody's gonna probably say something in the comments about, well, you did say something about Kanye. Yeah, I clown with Kanye. The thing he did on TMZ I thought was pretty hilarious, and some of the comments that came out of his mouth, I'm quite sure that he didn't mean for those to come out of his mouth. But I had to speak on that, and I've spoken on R. Kelly previously because of just he was out of pocket. But I don't wish. Well, R. Kelly, he's out of pocket, so whatever energy he put out into the world, he's got a lot of dark energy coming back to him. He's gonna face a wrath. But as far as Kanye and I think that's the only other person I spoke of. He's finding his way. He's doing his thing, and you should never, allow yourself to get caught up with the media to the point where it puts you in harm's way. And ASAP, man, he let those guys get to him. It's similar to what happened with one of the members of the Migos when he slapped the phone out of a kid's hand in Walmart. I think it was, I'm not sure which one it was, but, you can't let these people, play you and then, expect, the legal system to go light on you, because they know that you're exposed to this and they really have no sympathy. So be smarter than that. And then for the regular guys out there, man, just outthink your opponent, man. You know somebody's, a negative person. Don't engage them. Don't argue with them. Don't feed into them. Think 5 steps ahead. If you know somebody at work that's just a buster, somebody that's just a negative individual, take your lunch at a different time. Avoid talking to them. Don't let your, avoid being in the same room with this person alone. Always, smile and keep it pushing. But for your benefit, don't do anything that's going to compromise your well-being, and just know that you have options. I know I've done a lot of things where I felt that I was kind of pushed into a corner, and in all those instances, I actually had other choices I could have made, but I didn't entertain them for whatever reason. I wasn't consciously aware at the time, so I made the wrong choice. So I'm trying to help you guys make the right choice. Outsmart your opponent, man. And ASAP, man, hopefully you get out soon. I know that being in prison is no joke. I've spent over a decade in there, and I've heard Swedish prisons ain't no joke. It's a rough condition. The food, I know it's just horrible. Being able to clean yourself and just take care of your hygiene, it's all bad. So, hey, man, get it together, and hopefully your people are making some proper calls so that they can get somebody to go down there and make it happen, get you up out of there, brother. Big Herc 916.